Welcome back guys, this is Shrikant. In this video, we are going to understand the types, data type. If you remember in our last video, we created table and in the table we added two columns. The first column was name, another column was ID. Also you have seen there for the first column that is name, we added the character data type. And for the ID column, we added the data type as a let's see. So if I want to see the definition, how could I do that? Just go to the tables, go to your respective table. This is my underscore table 2. There you have a columns, right? And if you see here carefully, you'll see the name and the ID. One thing is in the bracket along with the name, which is char 500. So char is a data type. So data type is used or data type is important while deciding the underlying structure of a data. If you want to store the number kind of data, you need to go for the numeric data type like in, begin, money, right? And if you want to store a string kind of data, you need to go with a predefined data type which system can understand. So we need to create a table and we need to assign a data type to the respective column which will hold basically the respective data. So data type is useful for storing the data of a respective type. So there are two type of data type in a SQL Server. The first type of the data type is called as a system defined data type which already given to us which is predefined. Another is user defined data type which we can also create if we need it. Okay, to make it more simple, I'm going to show you where to find the data type, and I think that would be the best and simplest and easiest option. So how do you find it then? So only thing you need to do, go to your respective database, then go to the programmability section. In the programmability section, you will find one option called edit types. So these are basically system defined data type. Defined data type. So there are a few user defined data types. We'll talk about that. But important we are going to talk only is a system defined data types. These are predefined data type which is given by the Microsoft SQL Server for us. So these are important type of system defined data type. Exact numeric, approximate numeric, date and time, character string, Unicode character, then binary, then other and CLR and special data type obviously. So there are a multiple kind of data type which are categorized in a SQL Server. If I'll expand the exact numeric, so if I say exact numeric, it means what? It means it will store the exact numeric types. So for example, if I say bit, bit means what? Bit means true or false. If I want to say yes or no value, then I always have two values, 0 or a 1. So what I need to do, I need to do like this. For example, I'm creating table, but rather creating table I can go with the declare, but yeah, I think for this example we can go with the table. So first we'll write drop table test one, just any random table, and create table with test one id. So build, let's do it. Let's run the query. I can see here now this is saying this table is not exist. That's fine then, and let's see if this table is created or not. There is already object notice. Okay, fine. This table is also created. Great. Now just run the query. Select star from test underscore one. I can see ID column is there. So just insert data into the table. insert into test one. Select. So it will always have a 1 or 2. If will come, see, integer data with either 1 or 0 value. So if I am giving as a 2, what happens? Let's see. It has successfully, right? Let's see what data do we have. 1, but we loaded 2. By default it takes 1. Fine. So what I'm trying to, the intention basically to tell you, the exact numerics means it will insert the exact value. So if it is a bit, so if you read it carefully, integer data with either 1 or 0 value. Tiny integer data from 0 to 255 if you want to insert data from that range, small in. Now the ranges will be increases. So integer data from minus 2 to the power 15 to the positive. So basically 2 to the power minus 15 to the 3 to 3276. So this is basically range, and this is this again if you want to store the bigger number, and also if you want to store the bigger number, go for the begin. If it is again bigger than numeric, if it is again hexadecimal, not hexadecimal basically, if it is a decimal, if it is again more, then go for the decimal, small money. So the ranges increases if we go for the exact numeric. So these are the exact numeric data type. Approximate numeric. So these are only two type of approximate numeric. If you want more detail, just come and just read the definition. Floating precision number data with the following valid values, lot of big values. It's just approximation. So if you want to store a big rounding number, go for the float or the real. Then date and time. So for the date and time, we have this data type, date and time, small date time, date time offset, date time 2. So if you again want to understand it in more detail, just come here and select the one. Tooltip will come up here, and it will uh, tell you the all differences. Instead of the date and time comparison. Okay. Date and time. Then character string. And if you want to store the character kind of data, you need to go with the char, varchar, and text. The difference between the char and the varchar, we'll talk about that, but just for understanding, char is a fixed data type, varchar is a variable kind of a string data type. A text it's a text. You can store any text. Then Unicode characters. Sometimes we need to store the Unicode. For example, I want to store the data other than the English character. So non-ASCII character, I need to go with the Unicode one. So we have n varchar, n text. Right? Then binary string. If you want to store the image, so we have three kind of data type: binary, var binary, and image. Fine. All these things can be used in a column. Then other data. These are basically the timestamp, unique, and other special kind of data types. If you want to give some unique ID, then you need to go for the unique identifier. If you want to go capture a specific timestamp, then go for a specific timestamp. Or also, if you want to store the XML data, you need to go with the XML data. CLR data type. So what happened, sometimes we write a code in other languages like .NET, and we created .NET a DLL file. In the .NET, we will have the function, and if you want to access that function in a SQL Server, we need to go for the native code, right? We called it as a native code. So that time the uh, CLR object will appear if we have created any kind of special kind of CLR data type. Then special data type, if you are showing the longitude and latitude, that's a geometry and the geography section. So those kind of data type we do have, and that data type are the part of the special data type, right? So these are system data type which are given to us by the SQL server, which are predefined. And sometimes, sometimes this data type are not sufficient for us. So we need to create some user defined data type. For then how to you create? Just come here, do a right click on that, and you can see the no options to see the one. So you need to create it from the query, like command like create type. Then you need to give test. Then you need to specify your we'll talk about that, but I think that will be very complicated for this session. So the for this session only understand the data type. So data type are used to store data of respective type. If I say my data type is int, it means that I will need to give the int data type, and it depend on the size. Let's say my number is very big, so I need to go for the big int. If it is small, then I need to go for the int. If it is again small, then I need to go for the small int. If it is again small, then I can go for the tiny int. If it is again just true or only one or zero, then I need to go for the big, right? And also if I want to just store the fixed kind of character, then I need to go for the character data type. If I want to store the variable kind of direct text, okay, the character, then I need to go for the varchar. Fine. So hope you guys enjoyed and understood the data type in SQL Server, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys like and want to share this video with your friend, please don't hesitate. Please share with your friend, share with your community, and thanks for watching.